Hey friends, and welcome to another Powered Arena Cube draft. We're gonna do that thing where I all in on the first mythic I see. So what do we got in here? A Johnny, mind you, if there's power, we're gonna take power. But I'm seeing a Johnny and a Cattle Pariah. There's also a Generous Plunderer and a Loot. Those are the three mythics. This is the second draft in a row I've opened Ice Till Explorer, which is super interesting. What do we got going on here? Pipender, Philitomo, Illusion, Waldo, Jeffers, NMS. I don't read Chinese Gayagsha. We are going to take the Ajani Nikadal Pariah. Very strong. We'll look to be in white with maybe white-red, maybe white-green. Maybe Esca's Chariot will come back around. We'll be able to go all in on cats. It'd be sick. Double check. I'm like terrified of missing power in one of these packs, but we'll start with a Johnny. We're going to all in on that in one. After that, we're going to follow it up with a Mox Emerald. Love to pick up power. There's some other interesting cards in here. Double Triome. Soren's interesting. I wouldn't mind being in a black-white like shell, but we're picking up a Mox Emerald here, so we're going to take that. We're going to see what happens. Ooh, Stoneforge Mystic as well as a Minskin Boo. Triplicate Titan, a Thraben Inspector, and a Booster Tutor. I think we're going to take the Stoneforge Mystic, mainly because this art is sick. Like, actually, straight up, this is probably the most insane art. Like, what in the world? What is this from? I want this card. But also extremely powerful. We would like to pick up maybe a couple swords or something like that. And we will be in white. Thraben Inspector is good. Would like to have that. But this is what it is for right now. After that, let's follow it up with probably a Scrubland. We're going to look to be in black-white. There's a Lotus Cobra. There's also an Inti, Celestial of the Sun, which is interesting. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature against trample. But when you discard one or more, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card until your next end step. So basically, you're able to kind of do some fancy stuff. But I think we're going to take the Scrubland. Nothing else here really speaks to me. Oust is interesting. Honestly, let's just grab the Oust. Oust should be good for us. Even gaining life. We want to cut white as much as possible. And now it's completely cut. So we're going to follow that up with Kicker X. X can't be 0. Flying. When this creature enters, if it was kicked, gain control of target artifact with mana value X or less. If that artifact is an equipment attached to this creature. That's interesting. There's also a Bomat Warrior, Glorybringer, and a Magda. I do like the idea of Glorybringer. Bomat Courier is good. Shieldred's Edict. Yeah, I think Glorybringer is what we're going to be looking at here. So let's take that. Ooh. We're going to follow that up with probably a Ravelmaster, but I do like the Draconautics Engineer. 2 mana 2/2, exhaust 1 red. Other creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on this, and then 4 mana create a dinosaur. So like, or create a 4/4 red dinosaur dragon. Don't let me downplay it. Let's take that. Ooh, and then there's Path of Exile and a Glimmer Lens. The Glimmer Lens, being an equipment that Stoneforge Mystic can grab, is exactly the type of thing that we want. For Mirrodin, whenever this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 red rebel creature token, then attach it. Whenever equipped creature and at least one other creature attack, draw a card. So basically, you attack with 2 creatures, you draw. Amazing, and it comes in as a creature. There's an Elegant Parlor and a Sacred Foundry. Sanguine Evangelist, 3 mana 2/1 with Battle Cry, and it summons a 1/1 black creature is awesome. We are just going to want the mana, and there are 2 red-white lands in here. We're not going to get one of them back, and that's 2 of the red-white ones. So Definitely want that. We're going to follow that up with probably... Ooh. I'm sad that there's an Asuka's Chariot, but we're probably going to take the Get Lost. The map tokens are not good, but probably fine for us. There's a Temple Garden as well as the Asuka's Chariot. But let's take the Get Lost. What are we looking at? 4 and 3. Yeah. I could take the Temple Garden, but I'd rather be 2-color and not go too hard on it. There's a Sorin, a Preacher, a bunch of black and red. So let's take the Savai Triome, which gives us a chance at being... Well, there's also a Parallax Wave, which Parallax Wave is just good, like, if we're being honest. But the Triome is going to be good for us regardless. We're going to be able to play it. Thraben, love to have the 1-drop. Definitely going to want some more of those. Celestial, glad that came back around. Bowmat Courier. 3 mana, 3/3, sure. Ooh, and another black-red land. Any power in this one? Not seeing any power. I am seeing a Wasteland and an Enduring Innocence. I do think we're going to take that. 3 mana for a 2/1 with lifelink. Whenever one or more other creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. Your ability can only trigger once each turn. But basically, you're drawing cards. There is a Detective's Phoenix, which is pretty dang good. Would like to have that. Maybe that comes back around. Maybe Wasteland comes back around. But we're going to take the only white card here. We are not going to be taking Grizzlebrand. You'll notice we didn't open power in this draft either, which is kind of crazy. The Ademi, I do kind of want the Ademi, I'll be real. The last draft that I had Ademi in was really good. And Ademi was really good in that draft. So I think I'm going to take it here. Blade Splicer, Nova Hellkite honestly would be really good, but Ademi is just really solid. Here there's a Marsh Flats, which can fetch our Triome or Sacred Foundry. There is a Thalia, which is somewhat interesting. There's also a Wheel of Fortune, which I could be convinced into, because Wheel of Fortune is very strong. Let's take the Wheel of Fortune. We're playing an interesting deck for Wheel of Fortune. Don't think it's the best deck for Wheel of Fortune. But right now we've only got 2 1-drops. We've got some good power. I'd love to get a sword or 2. Ademi and Yera do not trigger Enduring Innocence. It's worth noting. What are we looking at pack-wise? No big pile-ups, which is nice. Ooh, Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Do we want to take that, or do we want to take Staff of the Storyteller? We're going to take Staff of the Storyteller. Arid Mason, Inspiring Vantage. I'd love to get one of those back, hopefully, but Staff of the Storyteller is just very good. We do have some stuff with tokens. Ooh, Robber of the Rich. There's also a Luminarch Aspirant. We're going to take the Luminarch Aspirant here. Robber of the Rich, 2 mana for a 2/2, reach haste. Whenever this creature attacks, if defending player has more cards in hand than you, exile the top card of their library. During any turn you attacked with a rogue, you may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though it were any mana to cast that spell. Interesting, very good, but I'm going to take the Luminarch Aspirant. 2 mana 1/1 at the beginning of combat, put a 1/1 counter on one of your creatures. We're going to follow that up with... Underworld Breach is really good. We don't have really a lot to make it great, but I think Gideon, ally of Zendikar, and what we've got going on here would be really good. Voice of Victory would also be really good, in all honesty. So I think we're going to take the Voice of Victory. And we're doing pretty good. At least on 2-drops versus 3-drops. Right now, Glorybringer sitting out here is the lone 5-drop without any 4-drops. Ooh, Comet coming around. I love Comet. I would like to pick like any of these 4 cards. Carry Zev is all right. It just brings a 2/1, but Comet's strong, and I'm glad to have Comet. Xander's Lounge, nothing. Showdown of the Skulls, Goblin Environment. Sage of the Skies is interesting. 3 mana, 2/3 flying, lifelink, and is if it's the second spell you've cast, you get a second one that's a like token or whatever. But Showdown of the Skulls lets you do a little bit more and lets you go over top, so we're gonna take that. Ooh, yeah. Prismatic Ending is here, which is all right. We only have 2 colors, so not great. But Detective's Phoenix came back around, and that gives us some stuff. So I'm here for that. Just reading over Showdown of the Skalds. I think Winds of Abandon are going to be pretty good for us. Blade Splicer would also be good. Worth noting. Oh, Thalia came back around too. We'll take Thalia. We have to go Inspiring Vantage. We do want the lands. We're going to cut the black. Robber of the Rich. Will we play Robber of the Rich? My thing is we might have a real glut at the 2-drop slot here. And when I say we might, I mean we have a real glut at the 2-drop slot. I am going to take Mana Vault. It's an interesting card in this style of deck. I don't think it's at its best in this style of deck. And honestly, Lightning Bolt might be better. But there's no way. With this glut at 2, we're taking Mana Vault. Wheel of Fortune kind of seals it. Robber of the Rich, Voice of Victory. I think we're going to drop Thalia. Sarah Paragon is good. Dragon's Channeler is also very good. I think we're going to probably take Intrepid Adversary or Dragon's Rage Channeler. 4 more card types. We've got Sorcery, Land, Creature, Instant. Sarah Paragon seems pretty good. Broadside Bombardier seems interesting. Intrepid Adversary or Balance. But Dragon's Rage Channeler, I think, is just probably just a little bit better. So let's take that. We need the 1-drops. Plateau, we're going to take the land. Monastery Mentor seems pretty dang good. Esper Sentinel and Kellyan also seem good, but we're going to take Loris, especially with all those 2-drops. I do think we're going to cut that. Showdown. Each permanent card in your starting deck has mana value 2 or less. Once per game, you may pay 3 to put this into your hand. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that. I do think we're probably keeping that in as well. Virtue of Loyalty. Beza Overlord, but we're going to take the Virtue of Loyalty. Just a very good card. And we're definitely looking at needing to make a couple cuts. So, Stoneforge Voice, Winds, Draconautics. I think Robber of the Rich is gone. Galvanic Bass, Voldaren Epicure. Cathar Commando seems pretty good. Lava Spur Boots is also interesting for me, purely as an artifact equipment. I haven't seen a single... Ooh, there's a Cosmogrand Zenith and a Guide of Souls. We want the Guide of Souls. I want the Giver of Runes. I want all 3 of those cards. But we're going to take the Guide of Souls. We're going to cut the Get Lost. Ooh, Ocelot. But there's a Sword of Fire and Ice, which is exactly what I want. I want both of those cards. Here are all the cards that I want. Dang. And yeah, we want the Mana Vault. We're gonna cut the Bomac Courier. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. Sideboard. Intrepid, Sarah. You may pay. And when it enters, you can pay that. Touch the Spirit Realm, sorry. Lets you bounce. So we're going to get rid of that. Monastery Mentor comes in. Wheel of Fortune's out. If it's your turn, you may sacrifice a mountain rather than pay this spell's mana cost. 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. That's kind of crazy. Lava Spur Boots will sideboard. Give her runes. Yeah, we'll put that in the deck. Dang. Okay. So we've got a very interesting deck here. We're definitely cutting one land. Oust. Artifactor, Enchantment, Glimmerlands, Intrepid. Voice, Whirls, Dragonautics. I think Inti is honestly... Well, Inti's advantaged. This... I think that's gone. Oh my goodness, I don't know what the weakest cards in here are. Thurman Inspector's probably... Cathar Commando, Intrepid Anniversary. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16, that's 17. Do we need 17 lands or do we only need 16 lands? I think we go down to 16 lands, especially because we have the Mana Vault. And I think this is good. Let's play this. Oh, wait. Did I have a black card in my deck, or is it only showing that because of the Savai, Triome, and the Lurrus? Only that and the Lurrus. Okay. Play. Sorry, that freaked me out for a second. All right. We're going to keep this. They mulliganed, I think. We're going to lead with a mountain. Inti. Ooh. I'm going to do that. We'll play this. We don't get to play the Luminarch Aspirant. That's sad. But we get to put a 1/1 counter on that. We get one deeper towards Comet. A Nadu. Uh-oh. And they get to go search for another land. I'm going to decline. We're going to hit for 4. This is unlucky. We need to hit some lands, and they've got a bunch of them, so we might be in a really, 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 really rough spot. Yeah, oops. Uh-oh. I just got mind twisted from my hand. I just got mind twisted for my hand. I just got mind twisted for my hand, and it was not very fun. And I exile Aluris. That's unlucky. They gain 3 life. My Aluris is gone. Endurance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tear asunder. Uh-oh. The land draw is unlucky. I might have misused Inti. Ooh. You come in on your turn, draw a card, then you may exile an artifact or feature card from your hand. If you do, create a token. That's a copy of it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so Draconautics Engineer is good. It's a good top deck. It lets me play 6 mana, 7 mana to give them haste.
You're inferior in every possible.
Draw a card and exile a card from your hand, create a 3/3. 2, 3, 4. Nothing to discard? Interesting. Search your library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less.
Has its use.
Mishra's Bauble. Not bad.
All too easy.
Three cards in hand. Whenever you attack, you may pay 3. When you do, so I'm going to attack with this. 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 And all of these attack. I'm going to take that action. Target any attacking creature. It's going to be this one. This one. This one. Okay, so I think they have to block that and that. 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're gonna go down to 2. Okay. Library. So long as my Voice of Victory lives, that'll be nice. Ooh, Time Warp. That's not good. Oh, that's real not good. get to stack 2 turns.
I am power.
What creature are they going to get? Okay. Up to 4. This is their first turn. They get another one after this, remember. Oof. Okay. The Virtue of Persistence. And a 3. Okay. Okay. They gain some life. And then they get another turn.
Make yourself useful.
To be fair, I have 2 flying lethal threats. You do have a counter. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control.
I am power.
End turn. They can bring back Endurance, or they can bring back a Demi, which gains flying. Like, we're in a real rough spot here. This is an angel twice over. Draw a card. They've drawn so many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They got double my lands. They've got a planeswalker, an enchantment, a big ol' artifact. They got a crab abomination. What do we got access to? Staff of the Storyteller? Sure. And that creates a fly-in blocker for him, too.
My will is my own.
Ugh. They're down to 14. I'm at 19, I suppose.
Make yourself useful.
Exile. For bones. Oh. Draconom's engine? Did they cast a Time Warp? Okay. Good game. 1, 2, 3. Sure. What in the world, man? That was a little aggressive. That one took a little bit. Waiting, waiting, waiting. I am just waiting. I think that I'm waiting to kick some butt. We are going to wreck some motherfucking noobs. Oozer? What a name. We're both the ambitious, though, so I'm here for it. Ooh, okay. So, we're going to keep this. We're probably going to play Mana Vault on turn 1. We're going to play Giver of Runes on turn 1. Cover of the Ridge. So if I play this, you're going to attack. Yeah, no attacks, end turn. Another target creature you control gains protection from colorless or from the color of your choice until end of turn, so I can play it in game. Enduring Innocence, nice. Love that. Target it to kill it. Sure. Now I've got a 2/3. I need to get cards on my Caustic Bronco. Uh-oh. Take the action. Enters tapped. End turn. Look at this Giver of Runes just sitting there getting value, and we're just pumping up. Hazard it? Sure. Aww. Yeah, we're just gonna attach it straight up. We're gonna next. Get in. 2 damage to any target and I draw a card. 2 damage to Robber and I draw. Sure. The 1/1 counter and end the turn. Pass. I got a 6/7 Pro Red. You got a Caustic Bronco in hand. And a Pyroglyph. This creature, no other creature you control enters. This creature deals damage equal to its power to any target. Okay. Resolve. We're gonna all attack. Boom, boom, boom. Deals 2 damage. End turn. Seasoned Pyromancer. Sure. I mean, you've got a cool deck, friend, but Mana Vault, let me get this out. I've got Glorybringer, and he is bringing glory. He's like a flying crocodile, man. Dude, that card's so bad. Like, bad butt. I didn't want to swear. I stopped myself from using the swear word. I'm kind of proud of that one. But I remember when that card came out. What set did it originally come out in? Like, way back when. And I say way back when, like 2015, 2016? Now let's see if we can keep it up, guys. I believe in us and our ability. We have an amazing hand here. Ooh, don't go too hard on turn 1. Two red rebel creature token. It doesn't have haste or anything. That's what I wanted to confirm. When I do this, I can click here. How far out can I click? Anywhere in that plane. Interesting. Okay, so I am going to Luminarch Aspirant. I can't do that, but I can get in for 2. They've got 5 cards in hand. They've got a Jace with 2 cards. It flips at 4, right? If you have 5 more cards. They've got 3 with 4 colors of mana. It's worth noting, I've not seen blue power yet. Oh, interesting. Okay. I want to know if I like that or not. I do think I play Enduring Innocence next turn. Chromatic Star. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're going to play the Enduring Innocence. Get the Luminarch Aspirant. Get in with both. What you got over there? And a board wipe? We do have 3 lands in hand, which is a little bit of a lot, so we can start... Well, I mean, not yet. Jace is never going to flip. It's just not a thing that happens. They are ramping up. It's just, are they going to die before they can do anything with their ramp? 1, 2, 3, 4... Ancestral Recall. No. Oh, jeez. 1, 2. They only got 2 mana left. Okay, so I'm going to play this. And I'm going to play Inti. When Inti enters, I'm going to gain a life, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. So then I'm going to, at the beginning of upkeep, put a 1/1. All attack, 3 attackers. I am going to discard the planes. NT is going to put a 1/1 on target attacking creature. And I'm going to take this action to give this a bunch. So you're down to 2. Now, do I Thraben? No. I do think I staff though. Because next turn I can Glimmer Lens, Draconautics Engineer, haste them both if he wipes. We're in a great spot. I mean, he's only at 2 life. He's got to have a pretty insane series of plays here. And he's kind of misordering his plays. So it's worth noting, looking at the plays here, returning the Enduring Innocence is fair. That's not going to be what saves you. You got 3, 4, 5 mana right now. Ooh, tendrils. Interesting. Okay, so they've got 3 blockers. And I don't think that's enough. Because we're going to play this. We're going to play this. And then we're going to play this. We're going to exhaust. This other creatures you control gain haste. So this has haste. This is going to get in. I'll take that action. Hit the guy to souls. Game. Yeah, that was a good one. Very solid on our part. Very good little white-red aggro-y shell. Two, 1. All right, we're going to keep this. 1 drop into 2 drop. We are going to pay this 2 life. Not the best 1 drop into 2. I mean, this is probably one of the better 2 drops. I really like this 2 drop. Prismatic Vista. Mox Diamond. Uh-oh. Exploration. Uh-oh. This man's playing Magic the Gathering. I don't know what you're doing or what I'm doing, but We ain't playing Magic the Gathering like he's playing Magic the Gathering. I wish I had Guide of Souls down so that I can Luminarch Spire instead of Thraben. But now I can Guide of Souls into Demi next turn, hopefully. Kill it. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I need to draw lands. If I draw lands, I think I'm good. I might have probably stayed back with the Ademi here, just so that I can block his Enduring Curiosity when he tries to get in. He's done a lot already to himself. My thing is I want to be aggressive, so if he's going to attack with his 4-3 to draw a card, he's going to do it. And I'm going to hope that I can get in with my guys. I maybe should have played the Mox Emerald beforehand so I could have Demi in something here. Okay, draw 2 cards. So we're going to play these down. We're going to end turn. We're going to pop the Clue. Because we need to pop the Clue. Because we need to get some lands. And then we're going to try to Comet next turn. We're going to see what happens with Comet. I haven't played him yet. This Enduring Curiosity has got me curiositying. Create 2 squirrels. Card with mana value 2 or less. He will then neg 2. That would be good. So all of these are good. Brainstorm. Interesting. Okay. Do your thing, friendo. I don't see any white yet. So there's, oh, well, I mean Marsh Flats, but Marsh Flats is just a search. So I don't think that really counts necessarily. Lotus Scorp is a card. Ooh, there it is. Plains. Yeah, a 4 mana card? Knight of the Reliquary. Okay. It's a big one. Inspiring Vantage. Ooh, that feels bad. No locks. I've got 4, 5. So let's play this. Activate its ability. Roll a die. 4. No attacks. I am going to sack Thraben to Knight of the Reliquary so that I can activate him again. I will sack Guide of Souls and block Lotus Cobra if he attacks with both. Oh, that's annoying and sad. I do think I'm probably kind of screwed here. Strip mine me? Over? Oh. Oh, I see you. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, that stalling on 2 land. It's happened a couple of times now where I've stalled out on 2 land. And I don't know if I'm getting unlucky, if I'm really like, if it's just a bad idea that I've gone down to 16. Like if I'm just getting hard punished. I do like this though. We're gonna keep this. Next turn, we are going to Luminarch Aspirant, and it's going to start buffing itself, and that's cool. Ooh, am I going to get forced? Alright, fine. What you gonna do? What you gonna do now? I am kind of scared. I think that I am going to play this. And then play this. If they've got a counter spell, they're going to hit that. If they don't, I'm going to play the Staff of the Storyteller. What you gonna do with this information? I'm gonna pay it with my Mana Vault. Staff of the Storyteller's coming out. I'm gonna do it, you can't stop me. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, okay. What have you got, brother? I'm tapped out. You force of willed me, pitching a counter spell. You mana leaked me. Now you Kolaghan's Command. I've got 3 cards out. They all do things. I've got 4 man. You've got 3 cards in hand. 29, 30. You gonna wipe me? Ooh, 4 damage to any target. What you gonna hit? Inti? Economics? Sure. I'm gonna play out the Voice of Victory. Go ahead. 5 mana. Emperor of Bones. Bringing back my Luminous Aspirant. What you gonna do with all that junk up in your trunk? Decline. I'm gonna play this and be like, counter it. So are they gonna... At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 4. This has haste. It has a 4/4 now. Okay. You gonna attack in with your 4/4 Emperor of Bones? Do I all attacks? If I all attacks, he's gonna block. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets through. He's gonna be at 4, and I'm gonna have 2 attackers into 4 blockers. One of those is gonna get removed. That's not worth it though. This thing coming down is gonna be really, really annoying though. Yeah, killing the staff off was annoying. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk up in your trunk? I'm not gonna block the 4. It was crazy. Do they have like Bolin Citadel in hand or something like that? Okay, so I'm gonna play this. When I play this, I'm gonna take that action to go get. So and then if I swing out right now, they block the 2 biggest things. It's 5, 6, 7 getting through. gonna attack with this because it's in the air. And everything gets 1/1 and okay. So we've got a bunch of blockers, we got a bunch of stuff on the field. He's got one flyer that we can block. Virtue of loyalty keeping us in the game here. Back fade. Draw 2, discard 2. That probably will help you. I don't got anything here, so I'm gonna let him play it out.
I've got sticky fingers.
I am going to decline. There's nothing that he can do on my turn. He has 3 blockers that can block 3 things. Nothing prevents this from being lethal. Depending on what they've got here, I might be in a lot of unlucky spaces. Discarding the Ajani might have been unlucky. Or it's just, okay, they had nothing. That's what I like to see. Good game. Can't sit around and let them try to draw into it forever. 3 and 2. Pretty consistent 3/3s for us, which is not bad. Oh, okay. I was like, I was sitting here ready to comment on it, and then it did. PK Jeff, do you think he played RuneScape? Any OSRS fans in here, by the way? Is that something that people do? We're gonna keep this, by the way. Guide of Souls into Virtual Loyalty, Inspiring Vantage. Love that. I'm gonna do this, and then this, and then attack. Next turn, if I can, I do want to play both sides of this. Ooh, where's this Saga? Ooh. Nice too. So, I am 100% going to play that. Do I? do. I just play this. 100% of the time I just play this. And then Virtue of Loyalty is going to give me one turn. From colorless or Lion's Eye Diamond. Am I going to get comboed? I'm gonna play the Drake and Nodix in here. Oh my goodness, I'm bad. I'm actually super bad. Although next turn I can Loris and bring him back, I suppose, so there's that. Yeah, give them all 1/1 counters. Search your library for an artifact with mana cost 0 or 1, put it on the battlefield and shuffle. Does this stay on with 3? Okay. Pass to attackers. Luris. I'm just gonna leave Giver of Runes back. There's no reason to do anything. Sure. Yeah, do it. Sacrifice a Thopter. From colorless, or the color of your choice. Colorless, because that's colorless. Okay, so let's do... Intercept. Next. I'm going to expend 3 energy, take that action, put 2/1/1 counters on it, and give it flying. Next turn. I got a 6/5 flying lifelink. And I've got protection for it, which is nice. Lurrus is an extremely powerful card. Now, why they haven't sacrificed this artifact to exile each opponent's graveyard before I got this Guide of Souls out? If they don't do it before the Draconautics Engineer, like if they're keeping it up for Construct here, it's a little risky on their part. What are you gonna do, friend? I got a nice 7/6. They have already had red mana, so that's nothing special for them. Them not activating this end of turn to sacrifice that servo to get a flying, it's kind of crazy to me. I wonder if they're just kind of sitting there wondering what they did wrong. And they're like, where did this game spiral so far outside of my control? And it's like, sorry, friend. It happened pretty quick. Pretty quick here. Mr. PK or Jeff, he had to go check his AFK Redwood. Ooh, did he cast that? No, no kicker, just regular. It's worth noting, I won't block with Lurrus of the Dream Den. I will block with probably Guide of Souls. Timeout used. PK Jeff, pull out that art rune two-hander and just finish him off already. Black Lotus, okay. What are they? I'm curious. I think they're thinking over Lion's Eye Diming and Underworld Breaching and things like that. The thing is, they don't have the, like... They don't have the time any longer to take advantage of that because they are out of timeouts and out of time. Like, there's your wasted Black Lotus mana. I'm sorry, friend. Resolves. It's pretty sick art for a card, I will say. Jeez. Also, it's worth noting that that 1/2 that gains life and energy and stuff like that is the most insane Soul Sisters card I've ever seen in my entire life. Back when I played Modern, I played Soul Sisters was a thing, and Soul Sisters, for those who didn't know, are there were a bunch of different 1 mana 1/1, 1 white 1/1. When another creature or when a creature enters the battlefield, gain 1 life. So you play a bunch of those, and then a bunch of the Ajani 2/2s that whenever you gain life, this gains 1/1. And it was like a life gain modern deck. Yeah, modern, believe it or not. We're going to keep this. Guide of Souls into being able to attack with Voice of Victory. It'd be insane. Betel Ghazi. It would be cool to ooh. That's a pretty sick sleeve right there, I will say. I'm a big fan of that like owl chicken dragon. Mox Diamond, ooh, a tapped land surveil. I do want to swap out my sleeves. I think I'm going to do that after this draft. But hey, this draft is going pretty well for us so far. So, like, we'll take it. Honestly, I'm here for the removal spell as well. Voice of Victory coming down. Booster Tutor. Open a sealed magic booster pack. See, this is one of those cards that I want to play. Boom, 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 boom. Took okay. I was like, dun 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 dun. Tarmogoyf. You think you're gonna lead with Tarmogoyf here? So I'm just gonna get rid of the Tarmogoyf. Yeah. And then next turn I can comment. Hopefully. Hopefully I can comment. Hopefully I can Enduring Innocence. These are 2 cards that I want to be able to play. They're sitting at 4 mana. Ooh, Questing Beast. Can't be blocked by creatures with power. Damage target planeswalker that player controls. Interesting. Okay. So we're gonna play this. We're gonna activate its ability. We're gonna see what happens. 6. Okay, cool. 1. Five. All attacks. I'm going to take this action. I'm going to have it hit the Voice of Victory. Gain a bunch more life, bunch more energy. Nice. That was good for us. Comet's really good. Oh, good game. Comet is very good. Sorry. I'm very glad that I could play Comet. I think I passed Comet in my first ever draft. And if you were watching that, inevitably you felt some judgment towards me. And you probably should. The Pang 1367. Let's see it. I'm gonna mulligan that. And I'm gonna keep this. Ditching Oust. And we're gonna hope that we draw a white. If we don't, we might be in a lot of trouble. Oh, look at that. Ooh. You may exile a non-land card from it for as long as that card remains exiled. Its owner may play it. A spell cast this way costs 2 more to cast. Which spell are you gonna hit? Probably Monastery Mentor. Ooh. Draconautics Engineer, let's go. The 4 mana is pretty scary right now, I will say. But we do have an answer for anything, so there's at least that. If they hit us with like a Gideon or something. Flicker Wisp on Elite Spellbinder. Ooh. That's a rough one for us, actually. So we're gonna play this. And then we're gonna next put a 1/1 counter on that. Yeah, we're not going to attack with that 4/4. Because we're going to be able to exhaust and hopefully get a 4/4 dragon next turn. Fury. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double strike. That's scary. Yeah, we're gonna concede there. That was a good one. They kind of curved out, and we had a really bad hand, which happens sometimes. Honestly, I think we had a couple of really lucky games there, and I'm not gonna complain about a 5-3. Honestly, I think that's our best our finish yet. Alchemy Horizons, Baldur's Gate, Innistrad Midnight, Dominaria United. More. Ooh, and a special one. Interesting. Well, remember, we're going to be opening up all of those probably, I don't know, we'll open up on one of these videos, so you'll have to pay attention until the end. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks so much for joining me. Remember, get down there, subscribe, comment, let me know how you would have done this. See you in the next one.